In just 10 days from now, the 2015 United Nations Conference on Climate Change is set to take place in Paris, with Korea among the participants. Now, ahead of that event, the Seoul Climate Energy Conference took place today, allowing us a glimpse into what can be expected from the Paris Forum and Korea's role in this global battle against climate change. Our Kwon Soa is live in the studio with me. So it doesn't seem like a coincidence that this event took place less than 2 weeks prior to the Paris summit.
Yes, very timely, Connyoung. And that makes it very easy to understand the theme of the meeting, which is on the road to Paris and Green Big Bang. And you know what's mentionable is that there were talks of a cancellation of the meeting because of the terror attacks in Paris last week, of course. But that's not been the case, as climate issues now are considered a threat of a different kind that needs to be addressed urgently.
A threat to the world, but often disregarded. Climate change. Global warming is numerously quoted as the culprit to weather calamities such as tsunamis and earthquakes, as well as a more intense El Niño phenomenon forecast for this year, which has been described as a monster by many scientists. However, participants at this Seoul Energy Conference Friday agreed that it's quite unrealistic to reduce altogether carbon dioxide emissions, the main cause of the problem, but that instead everyone, developing and developed countries alike, need to cooperate in slowing the process down.
I was born in 1949. At that time, global greenhouse gas emissions amounted to 6 billion tons. Today, that figure has sharply risen to around 35 billion tons, 6 times what it was over 6 decades ago. I cannot imagine carbon emission rising another 6 times in the next 6 decades. That is not the world I want my 3 grandchildren to live in.
That's why many see a future in renewable energy.
Appliances. And although some people are concerned that breaking free from the traditional ways of power generation will damage the economy, I believe, and experts agree, that clean energy should be viewed as a major economic opportunity.
Thank you, Ambassador.
And that goes for Korea too.
Low global oil prices are giving companies more chances for investments. By combining cheaper renewable energy with advancing ICT, new businesses are continuously created.
With economic, environmental, and political benefits in mind, many of the participants from Friday's meeting will soon be discussing the combat against climate change in Paris.
The expectations for the conference this time are higher than ever and could be the most important 2 weeks of the meeting's history. The Paris Agreement, which is predicted to be legally binding, and a more detailed one, the COP decision, are to be born.